In a quaint little town nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young man named Leo. He was a dreamer, his head always filled with grand ideas and ambitious goals. He wanted to be an inventor, a musician, an artist, and an entrepreneur, all at once. His room was a chaotic testament to his many passions. Half-finished canvases leaned against stacks of books on engineering. A guitar sat beside a disassembled clock, and notebooks overflowed with business plans and song lyrics. Leo was enthusiastic, but he was also perpetually frustrated. He would start a project with a fiery burst of energy, working day and night, completely consumed by his latest vision. For a week, he'd be a painter, convinced he was on the verge of a masterpiece. The next week, he'd be a budding musician, certain he was composing a hit song. But as soon as he encountered the first significant obstacle, a tricky chord progression, a complex gear mechanism, a difficult brushstroke, his enthusiasm would wane. Doubt would creep in, and the once bright flame of his passion would flicker and die. He'd abandon the project, telling himself it wasn't the right path for him, and quickly move on to the next big idea. His friends and family saw his potential but worried about his lack of follow-through. "Leo, you have so much talent," his older sister, Clara, would say gently, "but you never stick with anything long enough to see it succeed." Leo would just shrug, replying, "I'm just exploring my options, Clara. I'm waiting for the one thing that feels truly right. The one thing that doesn't have any roadblocks." One sunny afternoon, feeling discouraged after abandoning yet another invention, Leo went for a walk in the woods behind his house. He wandered aimlessly, his thoughts a jumble of failed projects and fading dreams. He eventually found himself near a small, clear stream. As he sat on a mossy rock, watching the water flow, he noticed an old man on the other side of the bank, meticulously building something with stones. The old man, whose name was Silas, was creating a small dam. He worked with a quiet, focused patience that captivated Leo. He would pick up a stone, examine it from all angles, and then carefully place it. Sometimes a stone wouldn't fit, or the current would dislodge it. When that happened, Silas didn't sigh in frustration or give up. He would simply retrieve the stone, study the gap again, and either try the same stone in a different position or find a new one that fit better. He worked slowly, deliberately, and without any sign of haste or despair. Leo watched for what felt like hours. He saw the water push against the structure, finding tiny weaknesses and trickling through. Each time, Silas would observe the leak, find the source, and calmly fortify that section with smaller pebbles and mud. He wasn't fighting the river. He was working with it, understanding its nature and adapting his strategy. Finally, curiosity got the better of him. "Excuse me, sir," Leo called out across the stream. "I've been watching you. You've been working on that dam all afternoon. Aren't you frustrated when the stones fall or the water breaks through?" Silas looked up, his weathered face breaking into a warm smile. He wiped his hands on his trousers and said, "Frustrated? Not at all, young man. Why would I be? The river is just being a river. It flows, it pushes, it seeks the path of least resistance. And the stones are just being stones, each with its own unique shape and weight." He pointed at a section of the dam where water was seeping through. "You see that leak? It's not a failure, it's feedback. The river is teaching me where my dam needs to be stronger. Each stone that doesn't fit is teaching me about the space I need to fill. These aren't roadblocks. They are signposts guiding me." Leo was taken aback. He had always seen obstacles as signs to quit, as proof that he was on the wrong path. He never considered them to be part of the process itself. Silas continued, his voice calm and wise. "You look like a young man with many roads in your heart. Let me ask you this. When a seed is planted, does it grow into a mighty tree overnight? No, it must first push through the dark, heavy soil. That soil is not its enemy. It is the very thing that holds it steady and provides its nutrients. The struggle to break through the surface is what gives the seedling its initial strength." He gestured back at his work. Building something worthwhile, whether it's a dam, a song, a business, or a life, is the same. The challenges are not there to stop you. They are there to strengthen you, to teach you, and to shape your creation into something that can withstand the tests of time. Success isn't about finding a path with no obstacles. It's about learning to walk the path you've chosen, overcoming each obstacle with patience and persistence. Leo crossed the stream, his mind racing. He told Silas about his many abandoned projects, his constant search for the perfect passion that would be effortless. Silas listened patiently, When Leo finished, he placed a hand on his shoulder. Your passion isn't a destination you find, it's a fire you build. You don't wait for the perfect, easy fire. You start with a small spark and idea and you feed it. You protect it from the wind. You add more wood piece by piece. Sometimes a log will be damp and smoke, but you don't give up. You adjust, you add kindling, you blow on the embers. The act of tending to the fire, of overcoming the challenges to keep it alive, is what makes it grow into a roaring blaze. That is where true fulfillment lies. Those words struck Leo like a lightning bolt. For the first time, he understood. The problem wasn't his ideas or his talents. It was his perspective. He had been looking for a finish line without being willing to run the race. He walked home that evening with a newfound sense of clarity and purpose. He went straight to his room, but instead of seeing a graveyard of failed projects, he saw a collection of lessons. He saw the complex chord progression not as a wall, but as a puzzle to be solved. He saw the disassembled clock not as a failure, but as a lesson in mechanics. He picked up his guitar. He didn't write a whole song. He just practiced that one difficult chord, over and over, his fingers fumbling at first, but slowly finding their place. It was hard, and it was tedious, but for the first time it didn't feel like failure. It felt like building. It felt like tending to the fire. Leo didn't become a world-famous inventor or musician overnight. But he stopped jumping from one dream to another. He chose one project, a beautifully crafted wooden clock, and he committed to it. There were days when a gear wouldn't fit or the wood would split. But every time he felt the urge to quit, he remembered the old man by the stream. He remembered that obstacles were not stop signs. They were signposts, they were feedback. They were the river, teaching him how to build a stronger dam. Months later, the clock was finished. It was a masterpiece of intricate gears and polished wood, and its gentle, steady ticking was the most satisfying sound Leo had ever heard. It wasn't just a clock. It was a symbol of his persistence, a testament to the wisdom he had learned. The joy he felt wasn't just in the final product, but in the memory of every challenge he had overcome to create it. The story of Leo teaches us a profound truth. The path to any meaningful achievement is paved with obstacles. They are not indicators that we should give up. They are an essential part of the journey, designed to test our resolve, deepen our understanding, and strengthen our character. Success is not the absence of problems. It is the mastery over them. So the next time you face a challenge, don't turn back. See it as the river, teaching you. See it as the soil, strengthening you. Tend to your fire with patience and watch as it grows into a magnificent blaze. Thank you for watching.